Hello and welcome to the Summer Solstice edition of Mattanory. This is my take on the story of the Holly Oak King and Oak King. It begins with a battle that has always taken place since time began and will never ever end. It is a clash of two equals, of two kings looking to rule the earth, of two brothers who are on opposite sides of this fight and meet at the solstice to claim control of the sun. Only one can be victorious. They are both from the land known as Unwin, the other world. Afghan, the Oak King, has ruled over the earth since Yule. He raised the sun high in the sky to lengthen the days and warm the ground so fields could be planted for wheat and barley and gardens can grow. He reigns over the waxing sun. But now, as the longest day has arrived, Arwen, the Holly King, has awoken from his slumber and he challenges the Oak King for supremacy of the skies. Afghan has grown weary, but he will not be easily beaten. He knows Arwen will challenge him, but he must prove he is a worthy champion before that. Arwen has rested at the castle of Arianrod, the Lady of the Silver Wheel. He was defeated at Yule by Afghan, but he is now healed. He is restored, and he wants his prize. He rides a white stag and appears at dawn of the solstice. Afghan waits expectantly, for he knows the time has returned. "Brother," he says, "you are back. The last time I saw you, you were laying on the cold, wet ground, begging me to spare you. Have you come back for another beating? How dare you challenge me?" "Afghan," replied Arwen, "your words mean nothing to me, and you grow weak, old man. You were lucky the last time. And yes, I was defeated, and you won your crown. You gave me mercy, but your time is over." "Ha!" declared Afghan, "you cannot best me, for I have the sun and the earth. I have spent 6 moons raising the sky high into the sky after your tenure, where you let it sink low into the ground." Afghan laughed. "Ha! I don't think you're able to take this burden from me." Arwen smiled. "Brother, it is my time again, and you know this to be true, and I am back. I challenge you once more, so I can take back what is mine." "Maybe you are worthy after all, Arwen." Afghan smiled. "I knew you returned, as 'twas always foretold. We have met at the solstice since time began, and fought this way ever since. It is not about hate, it is about fate. We are two sides of the same coin. I accept your challenge, but you must prove your worth before my crown will fall." "Pick up your sword, Afghan," said Arwen, "and take your staff. Tonight we fight, and I will surely best you in strength of might, wit, and of mind." "So be it," replied Afghan. "Today this battle is of steel, of wood, of quarrels and songs of the ages." Their battle rages through the summer solstice, and the Oak King fights to hold on to the sun and his love to the earth. The people down here on earth have no idea what was happening above them, but these clashes between the two kings are heard through summer storms as lightning crackles from the striking of their swords in bright explosions and the crashing thunder as staff collides with staff. This sacred rite echoed across the lands as the two great warriors fought, and there could be only one victor. And meanwhile here on earth, all the woodland faeries had become aware of what was happening, and they were worried for themselves and all the younglings that dwelled here and who may be scared by the storms above them. They wanted to help. So to watch over the land, the faeries came out at night to protect the children of Mother Earth. And they also wanted to ensure that their forest homes were safe from the battles that raged beyond them in the clouds above. All the animals, including the foxes, rabbits, squirrels, hedgehogs, birds, trees and flowers, were all cared for by the magical fae. They cast a large bubble of protection over the earth, so all was safe beneath their wings. So we must give thanks for their kindness and for their safety and protection. And if you honour the work of the Fae on this special summer solstice night, they may return your kindness by helping to manifest a wish you asked for during the solstice festival. Tonight, if you are fortunate enough to be looking in the right place, and if you are chosen by them, you may be lucky enough to see the Fae dance by their bonfires and spread their magic across the land beneath the night and the light of the silvery moon. Above us, a final blow was dealt, and all was silent. The defeated, broken Hope King is lying on the warm, soft ground. The Holly King proudly stands over him as the new victorious lord. Halfdan speaks. "Brother, you have bested me. I am done. You have proved yourself a most worthy champion. I yield." Halfdan sighed. "Arwen, please take the sun from my charge. 'Tis yours. The earth is yours to love too. But," Halfdan warned, "if you take the sun to lower it in the sky, then so be it. Fate has told that the sun is yours to do with as you please. But know this, with this burden, a curse it brings. You will face many more challenges along the way, and the earth below needs a balance of light and dark, or it will perish." Halfdan continued. "You have won the light, but the summer, for now, remains in my charge. My final act will warm the lands for the crops to ripen, and all the creatures of the earth to prosper and grow." Halfdan smiled and removed his crown. "Arwen, the great Holly King, hail and welcome, Lord of the waning year. Here, take the crown, it belongs to you now." Arwen held out his hand and helped Halfdan to his feet. "Halfdan, the great Holly King, Lord of the waxing year, I take your crown and I wear it with pride. The burden is mine and mine to bear. Now, take my stag and she will take you to Caer Ariadmod, where you can rest, heal, and wait for the goddess to return to you at Samhain." Halfdan sat upon the stag. It magically changed into a beautiful rusty red colour. The two kings nodded at each other in mutual respect. Stag gave a loud bellow that echoed across the skies. It was time for the Oak King to go, and the stag swiftly headed north towards the castle. "I bid you hail and farewell, dear brother." "Hail and farewell," Arwen called. "Till we meet again, Arwen," replied Halfdan. "Hail and farewell." And that is my take on the story of the Holly and the Oak Kings at summer. From this night onwards, the Holly King will be in charge of the waning sun and the nights. They'll begin to draw in. All things must rest, you see, and all things do end. But many things are reborn again. The fairies, they still protect these lands and always will watch over those who will believe in them. The summer solstice is also one of the best nights to communicate with the fairies, as we were saying earlier. They still live around us. And it doesn't matter if you're living in a town, a heart of a big city, or out in the countryside. They are still around us. They're watching over Mother Nature, protecting us and they're keeping an eye on us all. So, all that's left to say now is a big thank you to the Fae for your protection. A congratulations to the Holly King. May your rule be fair and may it flourish. And to you, I bid you hail and farewell.